Hey everyone, we just want to jump on here and talk about, we were teasing that we were going to be modding a bunch of stuff, and we've got the modding bug. Some of these were like kind of happy accidents slash just let's just put some pickups in a guitar. Some were kind of planned out as we go. So we're going to talk about 3 guitars you saw in the thumbnail there. 3 guitars that we have just modded, and we're going to talk about what's in them. And then you'll start seeing the playing videos coming out over the next couple weeks of these specific guitars. So I'm going to go first. We've got the trusty shop Strat. This is loaded with, right up there on the screen, S90, open top S90s, and we've got the Overdrive Plus in the bridge. This is our deluxe loaded pickguard. Mini toggle adds the neck into anywhere you're at. So if you're here, you've got these outside too. And then this one, we're experimenting with the partial coil split. So you're gonna see the partial coil split theme coming up a lot, because I think that we're gonna add this to the standard deluxe guards because I really like what it does. As you pull this, there's a 6.8K resistor on this pickup. It leaves this 10.5-ish K pickup, and it runs about 8.2. So it's a lot more usable and convincing single coil sound. Not only does it look cool, there's tons of new sounds in this. The in-between positions are stronger. It's not quite as thin as a regular split, which would be, you know, around 5K. It's running about 8, so it's thicker, it's fuller. Looks killer in this particular combination with the sunburst and kind of a one-ply parchment guard. You know, all my pickguard screws are barely holding on. I've got to do some toothpick treatments, but really cool. Excited to get diving in. I just kind of threw this one together kind of at the end of the day yesterday. Yeah. Marco, play it. So
we're so surprised.
Yeah, we're just now kind of getting into what this sounds like, but we'll do a full demo of this one coming up soon.
All right. Well, and I guess I will talk about the Tele, since I'm Mr. Tele over here, I guess.
Mr. Tele.
And we put one of our kind of most favorite Tele sets, the custom Tele set with the raw finish. Sorry about the glare, just to kind of get a good look at it. We'll probably do some flyover stuff. But this is kind of our, I'm going to say like our house Tele wine.
The house salad of the Porter Pickups restaurant.
But featuring Alnico 5 magnets, so when you need a little bit more zip on your dressing, I guess, on your salad. So yeah, Alnico 5 magnets, not wound like super hot, but definitely we wanted to, you know, bring up a few different frequencies, maybe when we hear Teles that we're not like thrilled about, and it's less about like getting rid of what we don't like, but it's just adding a little bit more of what we feel like we're not getting, you know, as far as like mids and stuff, but you still get a really nice warm sound out of your neck, and nice and bright and strident, and then obviously the Tele bridge is very strident, and we'll get you there for the chicken picking and stuff like that. So we just wanted to throw one of our sets. We hadn't heard the custom Tele in a while. It was between that and I think the vintage, and just, you know, who doesn't love the staggered pole pieces on that bridge pickup?
Yeah, so we'll be ripping some demos of that one coming up soon. And finally, you've seen us talk a little bit about the PRS. I'll have Marco kind of dive in this again, and we've got a bunch of different studio lights here that are giving kind of a glare, but we did put these beautiful raw nickel anthems with gold poles to match this, and I'll do some still shots of this. But yeah, let's talk about what we did in this bad boy.
Yeah, and so this one was different because normally we're like ripping pickups out like right away, but we took, like Brian took a weekend with it, I took a weekend, like a whole week with it, and so we really were like, oh, okay, here's what the guitar, like, that's what it's bringing to the table. We didn't like purposefully take pickup readings right away. We kind of wanted to just form opinions and then figure out, you know, what the numbers were and everything.
Yeah.
And after we did that, we decided to go just with straight up Anthem PAFs from us that you can get, like how you would get them off the line. Yeah. So we just kind of held up the cut to the tap and got some Anthems out of there, and I don't know, so it's like a double Alnico 5 pickup set. You're kind of at around like 7.4, I think, with the neck. And then you're like right at 8.1, 8.2 with the bridge. So it's like 0.2K like underwound compared to the number of the old pickups that were in there. But you still get a lot of that same sound that we liked from the existing pickups, but then we kind of, our Anthem coils kind of are wound with a little bit of sparkle in them, kind of that airiness. So that's featured now and a lot more apparent on this, and kind of more to our taste. So you know, I guess our hunch was correct in throwing the amps.
Yeah, and it was cool to kind of find a match. We've got a lot of customers asking about what pickups they should include in these. It cleaned up the guitar quite a bit more. Again, we have the resistor mod on both of these, as we just talked about on the Strat, so it gives a fuller single coil split sound, not as thin as your standard, you know, standard split without the resistors on there. And we just left whatever PRS had on here, and that's kind of our next phase, is to dive into a little bit of, okay, what does this reading do for that partial split sound? What does that one do? You know, we're kind of going back and forth. So this one we're excited about sharing with the tones. We spent some time playing it, and you heard it for the first time this morning. I just put the pickups in this morning, and I'm gonna release a video of how I put the pickups in it as well. So and same with that Tele that you showed earlier. We're doing videos that show the process. Like, here's how we put them in. That's part one, then we're going to get into part two. So if you're interested in the actual how they're put in, we're going to have videos, I think, of all three. I've shot some stuff of the Strat. We'll see how that turns out, because it's kind of just B-roll, and I might do the announcing over the top of it. So we'll see how it goes. But these are the things that we're working on. Let us know which one you're most excited to hear, and you'll see. Yeah, you can't vote yet. We'll see how it goes as we have time to shoot the playing videos, but we'll dive into the tones of these three guitars in the future. Thank you guys for watching.
Yep, super excited.
Nice. It's a good looking crew now.
Really?
This thing looks mean.
They've come a long way.
I know.